Sentry World is just a fantastic place. From its inception in 1982 when it opened its doors, it was a very polished golf course, parkland-style golf course, green grass everywhere, beautiful mature trees, lots of water, just a beautiful stroll in the park.
John Jonas, chairman of Sentry Insurance Company, invited me to design this course, and he'd seen some of our other work in the West, I think Keystone in Colorado and elsewhere, and he liked our design philosophy, which was a core golf course and beautiful clear bunkering, maybe too many depending on how you played, but in any event he wanted some drama in the central Wisconsin area, and he invited us to do this work.
Robert Trent Jones Jr. set out to create a wonderful parkland style golf course, as I mentioned, and with some undulation and some unique parts of the golf course, such as tiered greens, which was not very common in that day. The golf course was fairly wide open off the tee, however it was fairly narrow in the approaches. You had to carry a lot of bunkers. For its time was a very challenging golf course, and people loved it. Things have obviously diminished over time. The irrigation systems and just the sheer playing of the golf course for over 30 years required us to look at it again and bring it up to the 21st century.
And he wanted to make this one remembered for its original avant-garde thinking, but also update it. Now, what do we mean by that? Well, all golf courses are works in progress. Augusta National, they're still working on it. For example, we just redid Poppy Hills in Pebble Beach and other courses. So what happens in a treed area like this is the trees grow, and they grow in, and the aerial shots have a more narrow range to play. Well, that's hard on the average golfer. So what we did is we widened the course substantially by removing trees and pruning them. This is a parkland course. This is an authentic parkland course. We're not trying to be fussy with fescue grasses, which is a modern fashion on a parkland style. This is what it was originally, and we kept faith with that.
The property on the backside where the 3 and 4 new holes are was never utilized, and it seemed that we could use a lot more of the water features and having new greens placed in that position. And as we walked through the course prior to the renovation, those ideas came up, and it got approved. We're the first that I know of in Wisconsin to try the Billy bunker liner. That's what we have in our bunkers right now. There's 4 inches of pea gravel on top of 4-inch perforated drain lines, and then the pea gravel is sealed, and then the white sand is put right on top, 6 inches on the bottom, up to 2 inches on the sides of the bunkers. Our bunkers now can handle 2.5-inch rainfall with no washouts off the high flash banks. So from that standpoint, it's become a very nice feature for us. Before then, I had 5 or 6, maybe 10 guys shoveling sand for 2 days straight.
Gary Tanko and his crew, who were here at the beginning, they've been faithful to this course for 3 decades. He as their leader, and we wanted to please him, make the course more enjoyable for the players, but also less work to maintain.
I've known Mr. Jones, Bobby Jones Jr. from the first time around, and built up a strong relationship with him on his kind of design and what he actually wants. And we both kind of collaborate together, and he asked me the maintenance practices that I may have on his design, and we try to make ends meet. He comes up with a design, and I may say to Bobby, hey Bobby, that's a little too sharp there. Would you mind making it a little softer contour? Our fairway mowers will tear this up. Over the course of time, Bobby has supported me on our management style and what we're doing. We understand that this is more of a park-like golf course, and my job and I have a great staff is to maintain it to the best of our ability.
We put in countless hours of thinking about the experience of what people are going to get when they come to Sentry World. I, for one, am extremely excited to have people come from all over the area. Everybody's welcome here, whether it be the Sentry retirees and the Sentry associates, the community of Stevens Point and the area, folks from Chicago, Milwaukee, all over, come from Florida, come and experience this great golf course, because it is an experience that they won't get many places else.